Same thing. Now, if you have issues with somebody, the moment you are putting the same
forgetting the
Lucy, I ask you a simple question.
First of all,
hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ezinne Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so today has been a real eventful day, especially in the Big Brother Naija house. They had their tax. In fact, one tax that actually decided to trend a lot, that brought out a lot of emotions from the housemates, was the Amatem tax. Yes, they were divided into two groups. Let me just give you a rundown of what happened in the tax. Then I will tell you the main thing that happened, that tax actually cost. So they had two groups, and they were divided into two groups: the head of house group and the deputy head of house, and they were to present like a commercial about the Amatem. It's actually an anti-malaria medicine and all that. So at the end of the day, team 2 won 700,000 naira, and team 1 got a consolation prize of 300,000 naira, and they all were presented with stuff from Amatem, which Big Brother will keep for them, so whenever they get out of the house they will have it. So that's just it. That's not even the main issue. Now, during the picking of the people that will be at the team or in the various teams, Lucy was picked by Erica, the head of house, to be in her team, and her team has Ozo, Nengi, Trikiti, Erica, Nengi, Trikiti, Erica, and Kidwire. And Lucy was supposed to join them, but that was where all hell was let loose. Lucy was like, she would not be in a group with Kidwire, because Kidwire said during the Hawaii tax, you all remember that incident, that he will not work with her, or he will not want to be in the same group with her. And that was it, that she wants to be in Prince's group. Prince's group had Neo, V, Lekon, Dorathy, Prince. So she wanted to be in that group. That she doesn't want to be in a group where they will lose, as if she's a prophet, and actually they actually lost. But at that point, Neo was like, what type of thing is this? Why are you being difficult? That is Fat Johnson, blah 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 blah. The next thing, Prince started shouting and shouting, and Erica got pissed, and like I said, it became a madhouse in the Big Brother Naija house. So at the end of the day, she now joined the team that she wanted. Now, what was Lucy's point? She was like, she doesn't want to be in the team with Kidwire, because Kidwire doesn't want to be in the group with her, based on Ebuka's revelation. She actually called Ebuka. Now again, after the whole wager tax presentation, where they are still awaiting the results from Big Brother, so they played a lot. Then after that, most of them were in the room, so Erica came to meet Lucy to talk about it. I'm actually giving you guys the plot of what happened, because I actually want to go deep into this. I actually want to talk about this. I want to analyze the whole situation. Yeah, that's why I decided, let me just tell you guys what happened, then I'll tell you guys what I think. Okay, so Erica went to her to talk to her about it, and then she talked about the fact that why is it that when another person says they don't want to be in a team with her, it's not an issue, but when she now says it, that it now becomes an issue. Like, everybody is stereotyping her, that whatever Lucy says, they just start flaming up and start reacting in one particular way. So as they were saying it, she was not Prince said he was all about the money, and that was where Prince came in. I was trying to clarify that, and then the shouting became the shouting did not start that time. He was trying to clear her. Then Dorathy now came in, now started talking about the fact that, every time you do stuff like this, half of the time I know you're wrong, I don't even say stuff, and I still call you aside and I talk to you and I defend you, but it's friends that likes you, that will come out and defend you, and that will call you out on your BS and all that, and Prince also said the same thing. Then everything went to 100 when Lucy made a comment. Lucy said, both of you are not my friends. She did not exactly use that word, but she actually said they are not her friends. So that was where Prince lost it, Dorathy lost it, and that was that. She later came to the garden. Then she was now talking to Kidwire and Erica. I was not telling them how Prince and that Kidwire is more of a friend to her than Prince and Dorathy, that they don't even know real stuff about her, and how it's only the superficial things that every other person knows that they know, that she will be having issues with someone, and Dorathy will pass some kind of remarks, and Erica was trying to tell her that, oh, Dorathy has always been sarcastic. She was like, no, that what else did she even say? She basically said that they're not really her friends, that when she's having some bad days, Kidwire will come and give her a peck and hug her and then go without even like being close to her like that. But Dorathy and Prince will not really do that. I'm like, okay. So basically, you know, and Kidwire later went on and gave her a hug, and yeah, the tears were flowing. So now this is my analysis. This is what I feel. I've actually been following this particular Big Brother Naija season from the beginning. Some days I might miss, but I can say so far I've watched this show for like 90% of the time. Lucy has, I'm not saying she's a bad person. Lucy is not a bad person, but she can be very, very difficult. The only person, to be sincere, the only person that Lucy considers her friend in that house is Katarina. I don't know about you all, but that is what I've noticed. Now, Lucy feels, I don't know where she started feeling, okay, I think I understand where she started feeling that Dorathy was not her friend. If you guys cast your mind back, when she told Big Brother that Dorathy said to her face that if she was to nominate her so that she can get ahead in the game, that she will. That was where Lucy stopped being Dorathy's friend. See, they might laugh and play together. It's one thing to be somebody's friend. It's another thing for that person to be your friend. So at that point, Lucy stopped being Dorathy's friend. And she's hurt because it's almost as if Dorathy and Prince have joined the other people to gang up against her, in her words. So I kind of like, I'm trying to see things from Lucy's angle. That's what she feels. She feels like Dorathy betrayed her. Probably in the back of her mind somewhere, Lucy kind of like also feels like Dorathy might have nominated her too. But we all know the truth, Sha. Now, Lucy, that's how she feels. You know, that's how she feels. I'm just coming from her angle. Now, from Princess and Dorathy's angle, they've had enough of Lucy's BS. They've always tried to defend her. They've always tried to cuddle her, to baby her, to understand her. You and I have seen that a lot in the show. We saw that, okay, look at what happened in the Pepsi tax, which, you know, Prince went out of his way to make sure she was good. You remember what happened when the whole chicken stuff happened, when they gave them chicken to grill? Dorathy came out and defended Lucy in the presence of V and Kidwire without Lucy actually knowing, and went behind Lucy's back, that was behind Lucy's back, defended her, and then came to Lucy's face and talked to her. Not once, not twice, not 3 times has Dorathy and Prince done that. Do you also remember when Lucy won the head of house? Remember when she was having issues with people not following her order, and she was crying in the head of house room? Who was there with Lucy? Prince. He stayed there till she was fine. Now, this is me coming from my angles, looking at what everything that's happening. I feel Lucy is too sensitive. I feel she should calm down. I feel Dorathy, the raising of voice that she and Prince did, I feel it's not necessary. You know, that's like crying over spilled milk. You know this is how your friend is. You know you've tried talking to her. You guys have had an outburst earlier in the day. Even yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, you also, I'll be 2 days ago, same issue. Is it not better you just leave it? You know, just like Tricky T, press the ignore button and just leave it. You know, that is how your friend is. I just feel the shouting on Dorathy and Prince's part was really not necessary. Prince went overboard. I can understand it hurts when somebody you actually do care about come out and tell you that you are not their friend. And on Lucy's part, I can also understand where she's like, these people are not my friend, because lately, if we watch closely, Prince has become more of Dorothy's friend than Lucy's friend. It was before, it was more like Prince was closer to Lucy, Dorathy was closer to Ozo. Now, lately, it's more like a team between Prince and Dorathy, and Lucy kind of like feels like the third wheel, especially with Praise gone. So I can understand her. But then again, when Lucy is saying that Dorathy told me to my face that she would nominate me, she actually said it to Prince and Lucy, that if worse comes to worse and I have to nominate you, I will nominate you to get ahead in the game, because that's why I'm here. She has forgotten when she told them, including Praise, that she is ready to swap, like let go of everybody here just so she can get her Katerina. That Katerina is who she feels is her friend. Remember that time that Praise, not Prince now, Praise was actually very hurt by that. So it's funny how she remembers what Dorathy said, and she does not remember those things that she said. And it's funny how these people you said this to don't even remember those things. They don't even count it against you. So for her to come and say that Kid Y is more of a friend than Prince and Dorathy to her, I feel that is her being, maybe she's angry when she's saying that, or maybe she's hurt. People say stuff when they're hurt. So I feel that's not her being sincere at all. This Kid Y, the same Kid Y you were having these issues because of him, the same Kid Y that did that, purposely said it outright, he does not like you, that you are difficult, he does not like being in the same team with you, the same Kid Y that have been bad-mouthing you, things that your Dorathy and Prince has never done, no matter how difficult you are, they still work with you. The same Kid Y that you're saying, oh, he's a better friend to me than Dorathy and Prince. Really? I feel, Lucy, no, my friend, if she's my friend, I'll tell you did not get this right this time. I feel she needs to talk to someone, a psychologist, a therapist, somebody. I feel there are more deeper issues Lucy is dealing with than what we are seeing. And like I said earlier, I feel the only friend, or the only person Lucy considers a friend, is Katerina. That's my own 2 cents in this whole Lucy and Prince and Dorathy thing. Yes, some people will see Prince's outburst and be like, Prince and Dorothy's outburst and be like, oh, you guys are ganging up against her. But if you follow the show, you will know that something led them to this point. It's been 7 weeks and you keep babying someone. It can be frustrating now, especially when that person is standing between you and your goal, like Prince said. You know, I do not condone them raising their voices. I'm not that kind of a person. You hardly see, okay, I know I do raise my voice at some point, but, you know, I feel it's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It was too much. It's just like making a mountain out of a molehill. Too much. You already know this is your friend's character. Why shouting? Why really shouting? Calling her out on her BS when you guys are tired of it. Yeah, I'll do that, but I wouldn't do it that way. That's my point. So in that, Dorathy and Prince, I feel they were wrong in their manner of approach or in their manner of handling this issue. Lucy is difficult, and I feel she needs help. She needs to talk to someone. Don't be okay, I was talking to somebody about this earlier today, and the person was like, oh, why are you seeing this? What about Tacha? I'm like, the difference between Lucy and Tacha is, when Tacha has a task to perform in the house, you can go back and watch that Pepper Them. She puts aside whatever animosity, whatever differences you and her have. Let's do what is ahead of us. Then after that, we can continue our fight. That's the difference. And Lucy, what she did today, many people would not understand. The thing is, she actually did disrespect the head of house position and the deputy head of house position. Imagine, okay, why didn't she tell Biggie when Biggie put her in the same group with Kid Y in the Pepsi tax? Why didn't she say, Biggie, I don't want to be in this team. Get me out of here. Why didn't she do that? But because is the head of house and they picked. It wasn't as if it was a random stuff. They picked and picked. You know, you people should check it now. Lucy is wrong in this thing, though. Even though she's playing the victim, she's also wrong. I faulted Prince and Dorathy where they are wrong. Neo is an exaggerator. I don't even know why he exaggerated the whole stuff. He's just like that. He should just, keep quiet. He should keep quiet. Keep quiet and stay one place. Neo, you do not have an issue in this. So yeah, that's what I think about this whole situation. Let me know what you think about it, because I love to hear your comments and your opinions about this. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. That's it from me, guys. Thank you so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your girl, Azin Williams. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Bye, guys.